The Young and the Restless, spoilers for Tuesday, July 8th, have Victoria being comforted by someone from her past, Mariah and Tessa pondering their future, and Danny preparing to make a big decision. Victoria is grieving the loss of Cole Howard, the father of their daughter, Claire. As if Cole's passing wasn't bad enough, it occurred when Vicky's family was at Cain's estate in France. She's been unable to reach them or receive their support. On Tuesday's show, watch for Victoria to be comforted by someone from her past. Two choices spring to mind as to who her comforter could be. Either Cole will appear as some kind of spirit to her and offer her words of support, or Nate, who recently comforted Vicky at Crimson Lights, will lend her a supportive shoulder. There could be a third option. Tune in to find out who is going to be there for Vicky in her time of need. On Tuesday's show, watch for Mariah and Tessa to ponder their future. Mariah felt that the answer to their current dilemma was to separate. Despite Tessa's pleas, Mariah didn't budge from this position. But separating isn't going to fix what's truly going on between them. Mariah is going to have to do more than have black and white flashbacks over what happened while she was away. She needs to come clean and tell Tessa what happened. On Tuesday's show, watch for the couple to ponder their future. They may decide to either reunite or split for good. Danny and Christine were unfairly ripped apart by Phyllis's lies decades ago. By the time her fibs were exposed, Chris had moved on to a future with Paul. Now, the two of them have split and Danny has re-entered Chris's life. He wants to make it permanent. We've seen Danny confide in Daniel that he wants to ask Chris to remarry him. On Tuesday's show, watch for Danny to prepare to make a big decision. If he asks Chris to marry him, what will she say? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pulse Canvas. It's me, Julie, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. Welcome to the Young and the Restless Daily YAPP for a quick, and by that, I mean you're already halfway done, recap of the most amazing or what the heck did we just watch moments on today's episode. Let's get to it. On The Young and the Restless, the Dumas estate in the French Riviera is turning into a Genoa City version of Lord of the Flies. Nikki has been cranky since getting on the train, although she seemingly didn't voice her anger about the trip until she arrived, and hasn't stopped since. When Adam surprisingly flew across the world, then hiked up a mountain to tell a tidbit of information, she managed to muster up a quick thank you before he left a couple of hours later. But when he said, "That's what family does," she grimaced and said nothing. The guy can be a royal jerk, for sure, but she could have thrown him a bit bigger of a bone, given his effort. Then there's Lily, who has been ruthless with Cain because, apparently, he'd found a way to forgive his dad on his deathbed. And yeah, okay, it wasn't his best idea to ask her if he was allowed to introduce his adult children to their grandfather before he died. But they were adults who could make their own decisions, and he didn't need to ask Lily, let alone tell her, so maybe he could get a few credits for unnecessary honesty. But even if they had that disagreement, it doesn't explain why she's downright hateful about it or so rude. Going after Phyllis, then accusing Cain of making her that way, wasn't the flex Lily thought it was. It was just comical. Want more details? We got you! Soap Central has the best full Y&R recaps on the internet. You can even go back over 30 years and read each and every one of them. If you can't wait until the next episode, we have daily spoilers too. And whatever you do this weekend, do not, seriously, do not forget to read the 2 scoops for some laughs in the as close as we can come to being a watching party without actually being a show. And the best part is, if you agree or disagree, we want to know. As always, share your comments below. What does Danny have up his sleeve? For the Tuesday, July 8th episode of The Young and the Restless, spoilers photos show Danny turning to his son for support on a very important matter. Danny and Christine are happier than ever to be back in Genoa City, and happier than ever to be together. So much so, Danny is thinking about his future. A future that, of course, revolved around his lady love. Is the rocker ready to take the next step in this romance? Maybe. He just needs a little push from his son first, so he calls up Daniel to meet him at Society to talk things, though. Expect some coffee and chatter, and even a touch of good cheer. Heck, Danny may even be able to get a smile out of his melancholy son. Daniel has spent the past months in a sad state, and he could use some good news. Is Danny's news good enough to get him out of his funk? Later, Danny calls Christine to the restaurant, and they're definitely having a great time. The trio will have a few moments together before Danny gets the legal eagle alone for a few stolen moments. Does he have something to ask? Something that will change their future forever? Oh, we hope so. The Young and the Restless spoilers tease that Claire Newman will face a difficult time processing her father, Cole Howard's death. She wasn't prepared for him to die so suddenly. She wanted more time with him. She only discovered her biological parents 2 years ago. Cole was the glue that held Claire together. After Claire concluded she had been brainwashed by her unhinged Aunt Jordan Howard, Cole was gentle and loving with his daughter. He patiently waited for her to want a relationship with him. It didn't take long for Claire to crave a loving relationship with her dad. She connected with him before her mother, Victoria Newman. With Cole gone, Claire feels more alone than ever. She has a close relationship with her mother, but there's a hole in her heart longing for her dad. Victoria is going through her own grief. She loved Cole deeply and wanted to spend her life with him. The Young and the Restless spoilers say that Cole's death and Kyle being away in France put Claire in a dangerous place. She will lean on a stranger for support, and that could be a huge mistake. Cain Ashby ordered Holden Novak to keep tabs on Claire. Among 3 other people, Cain specifically wanted Holden to develop a friendship with Claire. YNR spoilers say that Claire could be in danger getting close to Holden. There is little information about Cain's motives, and no one knows the real reason he is toying with the Genoa City elite. For whatever reasons that only makes sense to Cain, he devised a plan for Holden to grow close to Claire. He has a revenge plot against Victor Newman, and Claire could be a part of that plan. Cain's revenge plot is complicated, as he appears to target most of the key players on The Young and the Restless. Jack Abbott, Billy Abbott, and Adam Newman seem to be on his hit list too. Regardless of Cain's real motive, Claire seems to be a catalyst for Cain to get a rise out of the Abbotts and Newmans. With her being a Newman and in a serious relationship with an Abbott, it puts her in a dangerous place, as Cain's revenge plot takes shape. Y&R fans, do you think Cain will target Claire to hurt the Newmans and Abbotts? Please share your thoughts with me in the comments section below. Remember to watch The Young and the Restless, airing weekdays on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. Which Y&R stars could be a 2025 Daytime Emmy nominee? The Young and the Restless cast put on amazing performances last year. From 2 villains running amok in Genoa City to a character's struggle with their sobriety, these actors knocked it out of the park. With the 2025 Daytime Emmy nominations being announced on July 10th, these Y&R stars are deserving of a nod. Sharon Case was front and center again as her character Sharon spiraled out of control. Hallucinations of Cameron caused Sharon to commit the heinous act of killing Heather. Case gave a riveting performance as Sharon grappled with her guilt and reality of the situation. There wasn't a dry eye when Sharon broke down at Cassie's grave after confessing to her crime. Case hasn't received much love from the Emmys in the past, but this performance is deserving of a nomination. Y&R saw a new side, or sides, to Ashley last year. The Jabot chemist suffered a breakdown, which caused to her develop alternate personalities. Although viewers were critical of the storyline at first, Davidson wowed them with her performance. The actress did a marvelous job showcasing an emotional Ashley trying to remain in control as her personalities took over. Y&R fans were upset when Melody Thomas Scott was snubbed for a 2024 Daytime Emmy. The actress put in phenomenal work as Nikki was held captive by Jordan and Claire, and Scott's storyline was far from over. In the aftermath of her rescue, Nikki battled with her sobriety while continuing to be tormented by Jordan. Scott lost out on a nomination last year, but this year, she should be given some Emmy love. Peter Bergman is an Emmy favorite, receiving 24 nominations and 3 wins for his role as Jack. This year, he has a chance to score his 25th nomination. Jack played a huge part in Nikki's sobriety storyline as he tried to help her. A pivotal moment came when Jack risked his own sobriety to save Nikki. No one will forget watching Jack down pills and vodka to give Nikki the wake-up call she needed. Although there was criticism over Jack's behavior, Bergman's performance in the episode was applauded. It certainly should capture the attention of Emmy voters. Zenk has been a perfect addition to Y&R as the villainous Jordan. The actress perfectly captured Jordan's angry and manipulative personality, along with her vulnerable side. Whether Jordan was tormenting the Newmans or manipulating Claire to return to the dark side, there was never a dull moment when Zenk was on screen. The star was a major highlight in 2024 and is deserving of a nomination. Y&R shocked fans with Ray Wise's return as the iconic villain Ian Ward. The cult leader was back to his old tricks by terrorizing Genoa City. But he wasn't alone when he teamed up with Jordan to take down their common enemies. Wise didn't miss a beat, slipping back into his character's shoes. The actor pulled off Ian's devilish charm that fans love. Wise previously won a Daytime Emmy for guest performer for his role, and it's likely he'll be competing for another this year. The Young and the Restless star, J. Eddie Peck, who played Cole Howard, exited from the CBS soap opera on Thursday, July 3rd. Cole's illness came on suddenly, and the doctors advised the novelist that his illness would likely end in death. The hospital called Victoria Newman and his daughter, Claire Newman, to say their goodbyes. Claire gave a heartfelt farewell to her dad, begging him to fight to stay with her. Victoria cried and asked for one more kiss as Cole flatlined. Peck took to Instagram to tell his fans goodbye and thank them for watching and believing in Cole. He will miss the cast, crew, and the role he's played off and on since the 90s. Just a quick shout-out as Cole takes his last breath on the show today. And with that, this chapter of my journey on The Young and the Restless comes to a close. Claire and Victoria leave the hospital with some of Cole's belongings. Victoria gives Claire her dad's favorite jacket, which she puts on. She said it smells like him and feels like he's hugging her. The Young and the Restless spoilers say that Claire departs to her room to call Kyle Abbott for comfort. He didn't answer her call, something that sent Claire to tears. Claire needs her boyfriend to reassure her. Her world is falling apart, and she needs him to listen to her. But Kyle is in France with his phone service suspended due to Cain Ashby cutting their lines off to the outside world. Aside from Kyle not having access to his phone, he is growing closer to Audra Charles. Their bond is evident in the preview for next week when they are getting dressed after hitting the sheets. When Claire learns of Kyle's betrayal, it will likely end their relationship. It is the worst timing for Kyle to get weak for Audra. Claire needed him, and instead of being a loyal boyfriend, he shared a bed with Audra on the night she needed him. Their chemistry brings fire to the classic seduction plot. Audra has big dreams on The Young and the Restless. But what comes with big dreams is big trouble. Audra is in a committed relationship with Nate, and yet she has to seduce Kyle so she can finally end up with Vibrante. Even though this assignment is immoral at best, a fiery affair is exactly what this show needs as we head into the hot summer months. There's no doubt that Kyle and Audra have chemistry, yet it wasn't enough to keep them together. The corporate wars pried them apart the first time around. Their previous affair ended after Kyle betrayed Audra by getting her fired from Glissade. She still holds that grudge to this day, but there's still a burning passion between them, even if it's mostly hatred. Victor created a plan to break up Kyle and Claire's relationship. He assigned Audra to seduce Kyle. What better time than to do it in the French Riviera? If Audra succeeds, she will end up with Vibrante, the shiny new toy in the beauty world. But she could end up with more than she bargained for. This passionate love affair is exactly what this soap needed. We need a return to love in the afternoon, especially during the hot summer. Kyle and Audra's romp is fun and thrilling, unlike most of the relationships that have seemed to have slowed down and stalled. These two don't take their affair seriously, and they are both hot and young. Audra and Kyle could finally bring the young and restless back into the show. According to the spoilers, alcohol gets mixed with feelings, and they realize they enjoy being together. Audra might admit her attraction to Kyle. Plus, it will cause drama with their respective partners. What happens in Nice doesn't always stay in Nice. Their affair will likely be heard all the way back in Genoa City. We're interested in seeing how this will affect their relationship with Claire and Nate. It will obviously lead to some awkward moments and tough conversations, and we're interested in seeing what happens next. What are your thoughts on Audra and Kyle's affair? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Who will dive into the maze? No one seems surprised to see Adam on the July 7th episode of The Young and the Restless, even though Cain has assured them that no one can get in or out of his French lair. But if Adam could make it, that means anyone else could. So, who will be next to crash the party? Us. If it were Nate, he could throw a monkey wrench into Audra's plans for Kyle, reassure Damien about Amy, and join Devin and Lily in their anti-Cain plotting. He could also tell Victor and Nikki about Cole's death, which could motivate them to stop sitting around, sipping cocktails, and actually do something. Anything. If it were Claire, Cole's death could have upset his newfound daughter so much that she, like Adam, decided to charge up a French hill to seek solace from her beloved boyfriend Kyle. And what if said beloved boyfriend were, at the time, what if he were manipulating Audra by getting in bed with her, all while Kyle remains completely in control, of course? The combined 1-2 punch of losing her daddy and finding her boy toy cheating on her could be just what we've been waiting for, to turn Claire into the superweapon Jordan always wanted her to be. Jill. Everyone is talking about Jill being the one to sell Chancellor Industries to Victor instead of to Billy. And now Billy wants it back, to prove to his mommy that she made a mistake. We have one heck of an Oedipal complex developing here. Wouldn't it be better if the women of the hour were a part of it? From Victoria's comfort to Danny's big decision, Y&R is full of heart-wrenching moments and life-altering choices. Don't miss it. The Young and the Restless, spoilers for Tuesday, July 8th, reveal Mariah and Tessa continue to wrestle with the fallout from Mariah's secret. With Cole's death weighing heavily on the hearts of Victoria and Claire, the pain is real, but someone from Victoria's past might offer her the comfort she desperately needs. Meanwhile, Danny prepares to make a huge decision that could change his life and his future with Christine. Mariah and Tessa have been through so much, with Mariah's big secret and the guilt that followed. After spending some time apart to reflect, the couple now finds themselves at a crossroads. As they ponder their future, can they rebuild what was broken? Will Tessa be able to forgive Mariah, or has the damage been done beyond repair? The emotional stakes are high as they face an uncertain future. Victoria is still reeling from Cole's death, and the emotional toll it's taken on her is evident. But just when she needs it most, someone from her past reappears to offer her the comfort she desperately needs. Is this person Nate? Or could it be another familiar face that has the power to heal her broken heart? As Victoria leans on this person, will she be able to move forward? Or will the past keep her anchored in sorrow? Danny is about to make a decision that could change the course of his life forever. After months of anticipation, he's ready to take the next step with Christine. But is he fully prepared for what this decision entails? As he plans his proposal, will Danny be able to go through with it, or will doubt creep in at the last moment? His future with Christine is hanging in the balance, and the pressure is mounting. I never imagined I'd be cheering Adam Newman this week on The Young and the Restless, but here I am, completely getting a kick out of watching him rack Cain's entire game. Watching him board that train in France like a man on a mission gave me goosebumps. I love seeing a character usually playing wild make use of his guile for a little higher cause. Far better when that cause involves stopping Cain's sketchy land grab. For weeks, Cain has been working incognito as Aristotle Dumas, quietly snatching up properties all over Genoa City. I'll admit, it was a smart play, and the whole mysterious tycoon thing worked exceptionally well for him, especially with someone like Victor Newman kept in the dark. But Adam, of all people, figured it out, and instead of relying on the information to stake his claim or strike a deal, he headed straight to Victor and laid it out there. Cain's reaction when Adam revealed him was priceless. He couldn't hide how blindsided he truly was. What's most extraordinary about this twist is that Cain sincerely believed he was untouchable. He made the secretary-treasurer moves, seductive Phyllis moves, and postured around town as if he had everything under control on The Young and the Restless. But as Adam reminded us, you can never get too comfortable in Genoa City. One great exposé can ruin months of planning, and that's exactly what Adam did. He came in, took the carpet out from under Cain, and now Cain is left scrambling to salvage lives he disrupted. It's also ironic that while Cain was busy scheming and trying to establish a move ahead, he failed to notice some of the more immediate people around him. Lily, for example, has distanced herself completely from Cain. Her kiss with Damien was not simply an act of passion, it was a bold declaration for Ling to stop looking back. What adds to Cain's misery is that he watched the kiss unfold right before his eyes. He's already been taken down a peg by Adam. Now, he's got Lily to deal with, and his empire keeps getting hits from all angles. What I love about this story arc is how complex it is. Adam did not expose Cain out of vengeance or some self-serving desire. He witnessed an injustice unfolding and proactively chose to intervene on the young and the restless. Adam has made some questionable choices in the past, but that felt far more like a choice made in the interest of safety and for his family. Adam's latest move seemed like it was protective and calculated, especially because his father was also involved. The family loyalty element provides that additional layer that helped make the moment so effective. So the big question now is, what now for Cain? His secret is out, his credibility is tanked, and Lily is likely slipping away for good. And to top of all this, he's paranoid with an added twist. He thinks someone is trying to murder him, so he's not even close to being in a good place. Part of me wonders if all the murder paranoia is a misdirection. Is it sympathy he's after, or is he scared out of his mind because he knows he has stepped on too many people? Either way, Adam's takedown will have the young and the restless fans immersed in this high-stakes drama. I never thought that I would find myself rooting for Adam over Cain, but here we are. In a town where deception is the name of the game, Adam has shown us all that the truth, revealed at just the right time, is the most dangerous weapon of all. And I, for one, was all in for this plot on The Young and the Restless. In the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera, The Young and the Restless, airing on July 8, 2025, teases big emotions and major turning points. From a romantic proposal to a possible breakup and an unexpected show of support, the people of Genoa City are facing important choices. Some couples are struggling, while others find comfort in surprising ways. In Tuesday's episode of The Young and the Restless, Danny Romolotti takes steps toward proposing to Christine as he plans a special night. At the same time, Tessa and Mariah's relationship may be falling apart for good. Meanwhile, Victoria is still grieving Cole's death, but someone unexpected will be there to support her. Not long ago, on The Young and the Restless, Danny told Daniel that he wants to propose to Christine, a big move for their longtime relationship. In the July 8th episode, Danny starts planning a special night to make the proposal happen. With Daniel's support, Danny pushes through his nervousness and excitement, staying focused on showing Christine how much she means to him. Even if he feels a bit unsure, he's ready to take this big step. Tessa and Mariah on The Young and the Restless used to have a strong relationship, but it's been falling apart for weeks. Mariah did something she hadn't fully explained, and it caused a lot of problems between them. In the upcoming episode, Tessa starts to wonder if they should stay apart for good. She shares her feelings, and the two have a tough conversation about whether divorce is the only option left. It's a very emotional moment for the couple. Cole Howard's death has left Victoria heartbroken and alone on The Young and the Restless. She is having a hard time dealing with everything and doesn't know how to manage all her emotions. Even though she has been slowly getting closer to Nate again, he won't be the one to comfort her this time. This time, it will be Chelsea. Even though the two women haven't always been friendly in the past, Chelsea chooses to be there for Victoria during this hard time. They have an emotional talk that gives Victoria a little bit of comfort and helps them understand each other better. Victoria is still sad, but she feels thankful to have someone with her, especially since her family is still out of town. Chelsea's kind and caring gesture gives Victoria comfort when she needs it most, but it might also mean more than just a one-time moment of support. The shared pain and experiences between them could help build a stronger bond in the future. This moment on The Young and the Restless shows that things might be positively changing between them. However, it's still unclear whether this connection will last, or if it's just a brief moment of peace. The Young and the Restless, spoilers for the week of July 7 to 11, promise some exciting moments, as well as a plethora of casting changes. Find out who's coming and who's going in the land of Genoa City over the next 5 days down below. Actor J. Eddie Peck made his last appearance on the show this week, as his character Cole Howard passed away during a very emotional scene with Victoria Newman and Claire Newman by his side. Cole had contracted an illness that fell under the radar of doctors and turned into a fatal pneumonia. Peck was a series regular from 1993 to 1999, involved with many women in GC during that time period, from Victoria to her mom, Nikki Newman, as well as Ashley Abbott. He returned to the canvas in November 2023 on a recurring basis, thanks to Claire's storyline, as everyone shockingly found out the then villainess was Cole and Victoria's baby Eve that was thought to have passed away shortly after her birth. Cole and Vicky's romantic reunion was slow but beautiful, and now both Victoria and Claire will be forced to pick up the pieces of their life in light of this tragedy. In more romantic reunion news, Michael Damian and Laura Lee Bell are back on the canvas during the week of July 7th, as Danny Romalotti is slated to propose to Christine Blair. Will Cricket say yes to the rock star? Fans will have to tune in to find out. Elsewhere, the Cain Ashby Aristotle Dumas party in France will continue next week, and so will Michelle Morgan's run as Cain's lawyer and confidant, Amanda Sinclair. Who else is enjoying Amanda's extended run this time around? What storyline are you most excited about during the week of July 7th? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Tune into the new CBS soap regularly for all the drama, and check out this site often for the best Young and the Restless news, updates, and spoilers. Lily and Damien's romance started blossoming at the French estate, and fans have plenty to say about it. Damien has been immediately attracted to Lily ever since they first met. She finally came around to her feelings for Damien after she let her guard down around him. Running into her ex-husband again also encouraged her to move on. The Young and the Restless viewers are sharing their reactions to their sudden connection. Lily kissed Damien and liked it. She wants to see where their relationship will go. Meanwhile, Y&R viewers on Reddit are sharing their thoughts on their sudden spark. The original poster asked, "Lily and Damien?" They followed up their question with the resounding answer, "No thank you. I'm not here for it." Most fans can't sense the chemistry between Damien and Lily. One Redditor responded, "They have zero chemistry," to which another fan wrote, "The acting between these two is cringe." Some fans wonder whether Lily is acting out of desperation since she crossed paths with Cain. One fan commented, "Lily is appearing desperate. The way Damien came in for that kiss today. OMG, I thought he was gonna suck her face." As you can see, some fans think that Damien came in too hot. He was eager to kiss her since he's been interested in her for a while now. Other fans think Damien is too old for Lily. However, not all the comments were negative. Some fans are loving Lily and Damien's romance. "I like them," one user noted. Another fan wrote, "I like Damien. The guy who plays him does a great job. Damien is supposed to be a little rough around the edges, especially since he's had a hard time trusting his family." Meanwhile, another fan has enjoyed seeing Damien get shirtless by the pool. "I want more swimming pool scenes with Damien," they posted. What are your thoughts on Lily and Damien's chemistry? Do you think they have sparks? Or do you think it's cringy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. The Young and the Restless. Spoilers imply it's been nice seeing Abby Winters in the thick of things with the rest of the Genoa City players in Nice, France, at Cain Ashby's chateau. Unfortunately, this is all fans will see of the character for the rest of the summer, as Melissa Ordway offered an interesting update on her character. The actress had a Q&A on her Instagram stories, inviting followers to ask her questions. From "What's your favorite snack?" to "How long have you been on the Y&R?" fans of the actress came out in droves with many interesting queries for her to answer. Ordway answered fans in a variety of slides on her IG story, and it seems like a lot were interested in finding out when they'd see Abby next on the CBS soap and what her status was on the show. As Y&R viewers know, in late 2024, right after Abby married Devin Hamilton Winters, Ordway was taken off contract and dropped down to recurring status. So, What does the future hold for Abby in GC? Once he lied on Ordway's IG stories, Q&A read, lots of Y&R questions period. I'll answer in one slide. I went back for a few episodes in May that have begun to air now, but they have not asked me to come back for more. She went on to say, love the show, love to play Abby, and would love to come back if they ask me. So, there you have it. After this Summer and Nice storyline wraps up, there are no plans to see Abby in Genoa City in the near future. Could this mean trouble in paradise for Abby and Devon? With a whodunit murder mystery seemingly on the horizon, will Abby suffer a terrible fate? Only time will tell.